For years, Disney has had special ticketed events throughout Walt Disney World, and I've gotten a question several times, should I avoid the park that has that special ticketed event if I'm not going to the event? Today I'm going to run through all of the different nighttime and early morning activities that require a special event ticket, and let you know if I think you should avoid that park on that day. First up are two of my personal favorites, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Let's start with Halloween. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party starts every year around mid-August and ends by the first week of November. The party itself starts at 7 p.m., but Disney will allow guests in costume who are there for the party to step into the Magic Kingdom right around 4 p.m. Now between 4 and 7 you are allowed to stay in the Magic Kingdom even without one of those special bands to indicate you're there for the party, and you can even enjoy some of the amenities of the party like some of the snacks and food items, but that's about it, and then at 7 you are asked to leave the Magic Kingdom without that ticket. Now I've made several videos about planning for the party and what I prioritize when I'm at the party. This video is not about that. This video is taking the other point of view. What if you're at the Magic Kingdom during a party night, but it's not your party night? Should you even go to the Magic Kingdom? I would say it depends. If you have a park hopper ticket or an annual pass, it doesn't really matter because you can hop to another park, see a nighttime fireworks show that evening, and you didn't even miss a beat. But if you don't have the park hopper option, it may be best to either skip the Magic Kingdom that day and experience a whole day at another park, or maybe go to the Magic Kingdom and then afterwards maybe you have reservations at California Grill or at Ohana, something in the evening at one of the resorts so you can enjoy more of Walt Disney World without actually being in the park. In my opinion, the same applies for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which starts around the second week of November and goes through Christmas. It really is a spectacular party, but like the Halloween party, you aren't asked to leave until 7 p.m. so you can enjoy some of those snacks and even some of the decorations around you and some special PhotoPass pictures even if you're not there for the party. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Not So Scary Halloween Party are the big ticketed events that happen throughout the year at Walt Disney World, but over the past few years, Disney's been adding more early morning magic and after-hour events at select parks at Walt Disney World, and it begs the same question, should you avoid those parks on days where you don't have a ticket for one of those events? Let's tackle the early morning magic first. Not to be confused with early magic hours, which gives you early access to one of the Disney parks if you are staying at one of the Disney Resort hotels. Early morning magic is a special ticketed event that happens at different parks. Early morning magic is currently available on select days at the Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios. It costs $79 for an adult and $69 for children. On those select days, let's say at the Magic Kingdom, the park opens at 9 a.m. for all other guests, but if you have the early morning magic ticket, it opens at 7:45, so you get an hour and 15 minutes extra to ride your favorite attractions. Your early morning magic ticket also includes breakfast. If we consider the Magic Kingdom, it's at Cosmic Rays. It's a hot bar with pancakes and bacon and potatoes and eggs, etc. Now, is it worth the cost? I haven't tried it yet, but once I do, I will definitely let you know. But from what I've heard from friends, it can be worth it depending on the time of year. If you're at Walt Disney World during the most crowded time of year and you get to go on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train before everyone else, maybe 3, 4, or 5 times before the park opens, it may be worth it to you, but of course this is a very personal decision. Hollywood Studios also features early morning magic, which takes place from 7:30 to 8:45 on select days and focuses more on Toy Story Land. During the early morning magic at Toy Story Land, you also have the opportunity to meet some of your favorite Toy Story characters, so there are a lot of benefits to it. So back to our original question, should you avoid Hollywood Studios or the Magic Kingdom on a day where they have early morning magic? In my opinion, no, you don't have to avoid those parks because unlike early magic hours, which encompasses many more guests, early morning magic does cost an additional amount, and the number of guests who are there is almost indistinguishable to no guests being there. There are very few people who go to these events, so when you go in with the general populace, you won't even feel the difference. At least that's been my experience. In addition to early morning magic, there's also after-hours events that take place at Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom feature these special after-hours events on select nights throughout the year. Special attractions are open, usually the most popular ones, along with meet and greets, and at Animal Kingdom they're showing some shows as well, like Rivers of Light. event. The parks are open up to 3 hours later in the evening, some of them as late as 1 in the morning, so if you're a night owl, this will be perfect for you. Now, if you get the tickets in advance, they will cost you a whopping $125 for adults or for children. And if you buy them the day of, it's $129 for adults or children. Luckily, annual pass holders and DVC members have a small discount. It costs $95 for adults or children who are annual pass holders. The cost is extremely high, and I know what you're thinking, is it worth the cost? I will let you know once I give it a try in the future, but today let's answer that same question. Should you avoid those parks that have after-hours events if you're not going to that event? For after-hours events, I would say it depends on the length of your stay and the ticket that you have. If you have a park hopper ticket, then of course this is no problem for you. Maybe you have other plans. That evening you go to a different park, see a nighttime show, no problem. But if you don't have a park hopper ticket, then I may suggest avoiding those after-hours parks just so you can make the most of a different park. That being said, of course, it depends on you. If you're an early riser at Disney, this may be perfect. You can go to one of these parks, they have the after-hours event, and by the time the event starts, you're already falling asleep in bed for the next day tomorrow. Or maybe you just prefer not to go to that park that evening, and instead you have some reservations somewhere else. Of course, another personal decision. Now, we also have the H2O Glow Nights, but since this doesn't really affect park hours, I think it's best saved for another video. If you're looking for more information about the after-hours events, or Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, or any of the other ticketed events that I mentioned in this video, I'm going to leave all the information in the description of this video. Now, I've mentioned it before in other videos, but I really feel like this strategy of having these special ticketed events as optional items at Walt Disney World is really smart, because Disney's saying everyone is invited. Yes, you can pay more to experience extended hours at the parks, but if you don't want to pay more, you're not missing out on anything. I really like this approach from Disney. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you avoid the Magic Kingdom on Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party nights, or do you feel like you're an early riser and the after-hours events don't really affect you at all? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.